Typically, we are playing Demon Hunters, a comedy of terrors. But tonight, we are going to use the what we call the Faith Core system, Faith Core, CORPS, to play on Fate Core. And that is the rule system that is in Demon Hunters, Comedy of Terrors. And we're going to use that to play He-Man, Masters of the Universe tonight.
Woohoo!
So I'm very excited. I've run this at one particular gathering before, and it was extra super fun. Jimmy was there.
Very cool.
So these characters, those who might be familiar with Demon Hunters, the Comedy of Terrors, will note that the characters in Masters of the Universe might seem a bit more powerful than you're used to. So that's on purpose. We're going to see how it goes. I don't know. We're going to try it out. And if it's totally broken, then we'll have a lot of fun, because that can be really, really fun. All right. So we've got some new faces tonight. Let's just go around and introduce yourselves and who you're playing. So Jimmy, let's start off with you.
Jimmy McMichael. I'm co-created Demon Hunters role-playing game, and I'm playing Manny Faces, the Eternian actor / cyborg / monster.
Yeah. Mr. Odie.
Yes, my name is Chris Odie, and I will be portraying Mossman tonight, who is well known as a pine sol scented action figure from the mid 80s that was always easy to find in my toy box. He is the guardian of the Eternian environment.
Oh my god, I forgot he was scented.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. He was supposed to be Stinkor's arch nemesis, and that never quite played out. But yeah, I'm all in.
That's great. Hugo.
Okay, so my name is Hugo Hernandez. I'm playing Buzzoff tonight. So it's basically a bee, a large bee who's a master spy.
That's right.
I have him around here somewhere.
Yeah, I found my He-Man box, and I have Buzzoff missing the wings. I have Trapjaw missing his arm. In fact, a lot of my figures are missing their arms. I'm not sure what happened over the years. Another thing about Hugo is, what have you done with the system?
So we actually work on the system, and we translated it into Spanish, and we've been distributing it here in Mexico. So
yay!
Getting quite a large following.
Yeah,
excellent.
That's wonderful.
Teach us how to get a very large following. Let's do that in America too.
Yeah. All right, Abby, you're up.
Hi. Hi, I am Abby, and I will be dressing and playing the part of
Woohoo!
Teela, Sorceress of Grayskull.
All right. That's right. The Sorceress, people. That's going to be really exciting. I had to do some research on how she's going to get out of Castle Grayskull. I figured it out.
Whoa.
And Trish.
All right, I am Trishy, and I am playing Teela tonight.
Ah.
Yes.
Teela.
Teela. Not like the daughter of the Sorceress, but she doesn't know that yet.
That's right. Yeah. So the Sorceress is Teela's mother. Teela's adopted father is Man-at-Arms, also known as Duncan. And
wasn't that like the biggest like plot twist ever when we were kids?
Yeah,
I wasn't
exactly.
or anything.
Now I want to know how the baby got in the nest.
Well, there's actually there's a few theories around that. In I forget which episode. I've been watching a lot of them lately. It does talk about how so Teela's natural father was a soldier that was wounded in the war. That that actually got with the Sorceress after she became the Sorceress, apparently. Through one line of canon, if you want to go there, so they did a kind of a reboot in 2002.
Yep.
There's a Masters Universe. It's pretty cool. If they had gone into a third season, it said that we would find out that Fisto was Teela's actual father. It's very-
What?
Oh, the jokes.
Yeah, yeah,
I am an adult. I am an adult. I am an adult.
That's not awkward.
yeah. Not at all. Not
That's
at all.
just a
Yeah.
little bit awkward.
Yeah, and Fisto is Man-at-Arm's brother. So that gets even weirder. Yeah, I don't know that I'm kind of glad it didn't go there. You know, I'm more comfortable with Teela's natural father being like some
Yeah,
mystery. But
exactly.
yes, so we have our characters tonight, and so we will. Let me. I should probably just get into a little bit of how this game is played and what the audience can expect, so you can kind of follow along a little bit. The conversion for from Demon Hunters to Masters Universe is really no different. In fact, to utilize the, let me see if I can do this, screen share. Oh, I don't want to show that yet. I do that one. Okay. Okay, so let me, there we go. That's even better. Okay, so this is your character sheet. This is Ram Man. Now the 10 character sheets, you know, you can fold it along the line and it would show here, but we're going to ignore that for now. So to play the game, pretty much to do anything you want to do in this game, you're going to pick one of these approaches represented by a die. You're going to pick a discipline represented by a die, roll them together, add the result, and that's what you do. And there are 4 actions in the game you can do that with. Attack and defend. This is pretty self-explanatory. Attack, defend. They're opposed rules, essentially. There is overcome. So this is anytime you're going to overcome some kind of obstacle, convincing a guard, convincing a crowd, busting down a door, jumping through a trap, disabling a trap. You know, overcoming it's a pretty general type of action. Then the last action is creating an advantage. You're actually creating something new in the scene for yourself or other people to gain an advantage. It's a really cool team building, teamwork kind of thing. And it's a way to get more free dice on the board so that you can get bigger and better rolls. So lots of fun there. And we'll get into kind of what that looks like as we move along. One thing you'll notice in Demon Hunters, we have set disciplines that are static. In Masters Universe, I took the NPC rules in Demon Hunters, and basically these are whatever you want it to be. You get to make it up. And so as a general rule, we think about class, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type class, if that works. Maybe a bioform is more appropriate, like Buzz Off is an Andrinid. He's a bee person, and so he has bee person powers. That could be a thing, or any kind of other backgrounds. So that's how those work. Next thing is these aspects. These are descriptors of your character, and each of you have 3 faith dice, and these are what you start with. And so anytime you want to, you're taking an approach, you're taking a discipline, and you want to lean in on one aspect of your character. You know, Ram Man is going to break through this wall in an overcome roll, and he's going to invoke his spring-coiled legs to do it. And so he's going to take one of his faith dice. He had 3, now he's going to have 2 left over, and he's going to take that d6 and add it to his roll. So it's a way to get to beef up your roll, essentially. Once you lose it, it is gone. There are ways to get those back, but that is how you use aspects in the game, and you can use that in aspects that are out in the scene already. You can use the created advantage roll to put more dice, on current aspects. And the other thing you can use created advantage, just to jump back from there for a little bit, is you can use that to discover aspects on other characters. So that can be really useful to get more knowledge about that. So that's aspects. And then you have stunts. And stunts, I'm just going to basically say, are special moves that are usually super powerful, and they help you do something epic and break the game-ish kind of thing. So they're usually very specific circumstances, and they just give you a bonus under in those conditions. So let's talk about conditions real quick. If you fail a roll, you will likely take a condition. This is kind of like taking damage. Sometimes it is damage. Sometimes it's just more like you're embarrassed, or you're, you've lost confidence. It can be emotional condition. You can be pissed off, or it can be like a scratch or something. Whatever you want to call it. And these are treated just like aspects. So I, as the Demon Master, can invoke those if I want, use them against you. And then the last thing that's not on this character sheet, but that the players have, are called, we're going to call them danger dice. They're called demon dice and demon hunters. We're going to call them danger dice in Masters of the Universe. And what that is you've done your roll, and you've come up short. You've failed. You have the ability, you have these 3 danger dice, and they regenerate every single round. It's never-ending supply. And you can spend up to 3 of them on any one particular roll. So you can add 3 more dice to it. You can spend them one at a time, up to 3, however you want to do it. But each danger die you spend, I get to put one in my pool. And so I, as the DM, have my own characters who have aspects and things like that. And so I don't get faith dice. I only get danger dice. And so in order to invoke those aspects and do other chitchy stuff that I won't get into right now, I need those danger dice. And so I'm going to be tempting you to roll those, because that will help me keep my thing going. And really, for the most part, there's not too much of a downside other than you load me up. But if you roll a 1, then things get serious. That's like a critical failure. All righty. How'd I do?
Great.
That's I didn't spend 30 minutes this time. I'm getting better at this.
To be fair, last time you were killing time because we did not have much story left to tell.
That's true. I was. Yeah. Tonight we have a full board. So let's see here. The 5 of you, Many Faces, Mossman, Teela, Buzzoff, and the Sorceress. You're together, which probably means you're at Castle Grayskull. What would be a reason that you all would be at Castle Grayskull that the Sorceress hadn't summoned you for some important mission, but you were there for some other reason? What do you think that might be?
Man-at-Arms birthday party.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good to me. All right. It's Man-at-Arms birthday party. For some reason, we're going to Castle Grayskull for that.
It's got the biggest conference hall.
And so you're in the throne room of Castle Grayskull, and you're having a good time. Orko is there, and he's playing tricks and annoying Duncan as much as possible. And Man in Arms is watching Teela proudly. She has come so far, and of course he knows the secret of the sorceress. And you can, those who are in the, actually none of the other characters except the sorceress would know that. So yeah, kind of cool. So you're enjoying yourselves, and Zodak appears through like a little portal opens, and Zodak on his little chair hovers in. And if you don't remember Zodak, he's kind of this cosmic enforcer character. He's got this weird red helmet, and for some reason he never walks. He always rides this chair. At least in the cartoon. In the comics, he walked. But he's appeared, and he says, Sorceress, I am sorry to disturb you, but something grave has happened. Point Dread and the Talon Fighter have appeared, and Skeletor is on his way to take it. We need your help to defend it and to make sure that he doesn't get it.
I will do whatever you need me to do.
Okay. You know how serious this is.
Yes, obviously.
He leaves. Now, the significance of this. Point Dread is it's almost like an extension of Castle Grayskull, but it's this little kind of, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's like a not quite a tower, but it's kind of a tower. And then on top of it, there's a perch, and this bird-like vehicle sits on top of it. And it has talons. It's called the Talon Fighter. Now, Point Dread was made by the same architects and scientists and mystics who created Castle Grayskull. And it supposedly only appears once every about 20 years or so. And it has appeared, and it is a incredibly powerful like item / location. Very strange. But the Talon Fighter is said to have been able to cross vast distances very quickly. It's very powerful. And then Point Dread itself, what it sits on, has powers of its own as well. So, as you know, Skeletor wants to do everything he possibly can to gain entrance into Castle Grayskull and learn the secrets and take them for himself. And so this is a pretty serious situation. The other serious situation is that you know that He-Man is off on Etheria right now, helping She-Ra, his sister, on a even bigger plot that Hordak is hatching, and so he is unavailable to deal with this. Otherwise, it'd be a pretty slam dunk thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what this will mean for you, the Sorceress, is that there's only one other person who can gain entrance to Point Dread and use it, and that is you.
Yeah.
So it's either He-Man, somebody with the power sword, or you. And you can't go outside the walls, except for the Crystal of Alinar. You can use the Crystal of Alinar, and it would allow you to be outside of Castle Grayskull and retain your shape for 24 hours. You would have your powers. You would not be as powerful as you are within the castle, but pretty close. Did we lose Abby? I think we lost Abby.
Or she's just permanently confused. You just blew her mind.
She'll be back. Well, while she's thinking about
It's a good thing you were talking directly to her.
I know. All right. So, the rest of you, what do you do?
Do we know about it yet? She hasn't told us. We continue the party.
Well, you know Skeletor is on his way to do something with a place called Point Dread. Mossman might be the only one that would have any knowledge of this. Mossman is possibly one of the oldest characters still living. Yeah, so Mossman, you would know that this is pretty powerful, and there might even be a way to permanently fix Point Dread to Castle Grayskull. But
you had to buy it separately, and then you could just drop it on. It was really obnoxious, truthfully.
It was. Well, and you'd have to separate the base. Like it was two pieces. What do you do with the base?
So do we know? Do we know about this threat then?
You do. We'll say you do.
Hell, y'all! I hate to interrupt this here party. I know we're having fun with the cake and everything else, but I just got word that through mystical, magical ways and such that sounds like Skeletor is making a move on Point Dread and on the Talon Fighter, and that's just not a good thing. And I would recommend that once we finish this delicious here spice cake, I think we should move on and do something about that.
So you're from Southern Eternia.
Yep.
I was playing about.
Southside represent.
Yeah. So, and then Man-at-Arms says, "Well, He-Man is on Etheria. How are we going to stop Skeletor?" And what I was
together.
And what I was explaining to Abby before things froze and you went away is that you would know that the only person and the only people who could actually gain control of Point Dread is He-Man with the Power Sword or yourself.
Yes.
And you can't leave the walls of Castle Grayskull in any form but a falcon at the moment. However, you know about the Crystal of Alinar, which is in the basement, and you can use its power to retain your form and most of your powers outside of the walls for 24 hours.
I do know this.
And so it is up to you.
Well, it is up to me. And I feel the best course of action is to go to the tower.
Indeed.
But first, I shall get my staff. I don't have a staff. I'll get my staff. Imaginary staff.
It appears.
If it's wood, I can probably get you one when we get outside. It wouldn't be that hard.
Telekinesis.
Well, I
Okay.
have a staff.
So I bring my staff, and should I bring everyone with me to the tower?
That might be a good idea.
Yeah. So you know that you don't think you could face Skeletor by yourself.
No.
And his combined might, particularly he never does things alone, so he's going to have help. So you will need to designate your team, and they are there in the
All
room.
right. We're here. Are we leaving Dad behind?
It's his
Teela,
birthday.
many faces,
Yeah.
Buzza, Mossman. You with me to the tower, quickly.
Duncan says, "Well, I'll return to the castle and start preparing the troops in case we need to storm Snake Mountain or something."
Thanks for the confidence, Dad. Appreciate it.
He leaves and gets into the attack track and heads off.
Just,
All right.
just take stuff.
No biggie.
All right. So how are you going to get there? You know where it is.
So I have the power of telekinesis,
Mm-hmm.
and I am wondering if I can transport my friends that way. Oh, that'll be odd.
Yeah. Well, you're still within the castle, so you could open a portal, I guess. You could open a portal.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you open a portal, and you all
I do a
calmly
spell.
walk into it.
It's not very toyetic, though. You can't really sell a portal. You can sell a cool vehicle.
Right?
But there aren't any other than like the sky
Battle bones.
Yeah, battle bones. There you go.
Clip us all in.
Oh, that thing was ridiculous.
Right.
Okay, so you open a portal and you walk through, and immediately you appear in the plains of Point Dread, and there before you is grass plains, and then the structure has risen out of the ground, and there is there was the Talon Fighter. The Talon Fighter is lifting off.
Whoops.
And
Well, that's
What?
right there.
And you see Triclops and Beastman doing something like going like this, looking at, and Skeletor is in the Talon Fighter, and you hear him cackling.
So as usual, he's left them behind.
Skeletor is already here. What are we gonna do?
We gotta stop him.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought that's why we came here.
Definitely. Many faces. Would you mind if I take you with me?
Sure thing.
I don't know. It's just
Let's go for a ride.
Let's go. So I just pick up many faces and I just fly straight into Beastman and Triclops.
Okay. All right. So we'll do a couple of things here. First off, I'm going to, if you want to take a look at your Google Sheet, and for those who are playing home, you know,
do we have an order also?
Yeah, I'll establish that in a second here. So in what we're going to do is we're going to establish some scene aspects. So the first thing you see is the Tower of Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. You see large rocks about the landscape, field of grass,
On it.
and Well, that's pretty good. So these are aspects that are in the scene, and if you use the create an advantage roll, you could put some dice on those if you could figure out a way to utilize them, or you can create a new aspect when you do that. So that's just there. So there's no free invokes; they are just things that are true in the scene. Yeah, so. Let us start with, well, Buzzoff showed initiative, so we're going to start with Buzzoff. Now, the way this is going to work is Buzzoff's going to go first, and he's going to do whatever he's going to do. Then once he's resolved that, he's going to choose who goes next, and so on and so forth. Now, the thing is if you do have to consider letting the bad guys go at some point. Because if they go through all 5 of your turns and they haven't gone, they get to go twice in a row at the end.
Oh.
So you want to kind of be strategery about when they go. So buzz off.
Okay, so I just grab Many Faces by the arms and just take off. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fly over the craft, and I'm just gonna drop him in between Beastman and Triclops.
Okay, that's awesome. So Beastman and Triclops, FYI, are just on the outside of the Point Dread. There's a door there, and they are looking up at the Talon Fighter, which is taking off, and then you drop Many Faces right in between them.
Yep, and then I'm gonna chase the Talon Fighter after I drop him.
Okay,
but that will be for my next turn.
Very good. All right. Well, I don't see any particular need for you to roll on any of that at the moment. So you drop Many Faces in between two bad guys.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Thanks.
Many Faces. Okay, so your turn.
Okay. So, as I'm coming down, my face spins real fast, and I take on the appearance of Triclops. And I'm going to try to fool Beastman into thinking we're the same person and that he should attack the other one because that's a clone.
That's great. Okay.
And Beastman's dumb as a brick.
Exactly. So let's see here. What do I got?
How do you want to do that?
So it's a flashy move.
Yep.
Using my acting in disguise.
Yep.
And I'm going to tag my Master of Many Faces.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 10.
10. Very good.
All right.
Okay, so Beastman, so this is going to be an overcome roll. And so Beastman is, it's an opposed roll at this point because he's a person. And so he's going to defend by being Beastman. And gosh, he doesn't really have, I don't know, human diplomacy is not really yeah, not quite there. I think the only thing he can defend with is a D6 then. So D6 is kind of the catch-all, whatever else it's doing. So he's going to do that. And then what did you get, Jimmy?
10.
10. All right. Well, Beastman turns to Triclops, actual Triclops, and says, "Imposter!" Okay. Who goes next?
Let's have the Sorceress go.
All right.
I am observing from the back.
Very good.
Yeah.
So Skeletor
I will.
is rising off. You know that there would be some pretty powerful things you could do if you could get inside Point Dread.
Yes.
There could be some things that you could do to try and stop Skeletor.
Is he close to Point Dread?
Yeah, he's he's about 8 feet off of the perch, just
And
right.
okay, and how far am I away from him?
Probably about 50 feet or so.
Is there any way that I can quickly use sorcery?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or yeah.
So let's do it this way. What would you like to do? And then we'll help you figure out how to do that.
I would like to use paralysis on him.
Interesting. All
Cast a
right.
spell of paralysis so
Uh-huh.
that he can't move and that I could get to the tower.
All right. I like it. Yeah. So
when she goes to the tower, can she take Teela with her? Because even though Teela doesn't know it, she still also has that power.
okay. Right. Oh, right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because inheritance and genetics and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teela's got some surprises she doesn't even know about.
Right. Yeah, she's just come on, I can't go in. Oh no, you can, trust me.
Yeah. So we'll deal with that in a second. So let's go ahead and so you want to do a paralysis ray on Skeletor.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to pick an approach, pick your discipline, so you can be quick and sorcerer if you want.
I'm gonna do quick and sorcery.
Okay. You do
Or is
know
that combat tactics?
it's up to you.
I'll do sorcery.
I mean, you are the sorceress, and pretty much everything you do is sorcery.
Yes.
So okay there. And then, but the thing I would caution you is that he is in the Talon Fighter, which is quite powerful. So in order to get him, you might want to consider invoking an aspect.
Okay.
But you don't have.
Well, okay. I feel like you are hinting that I should, so I will.
You could always just throw some danger dice at me.
Don't do that.
I will use my formidable fighting prowess to cast this spell on him.
That sounds good. Yeah. Okay. So roll 2 die. You're approaching your discipline and a D6 for your faith die.
So a D12 and a D6. Wait. Say again.
Whatever your quickly die.
Yes, that's a D8.
D8. Okay. So D8 plus your D12 for sorcery, plus a D6 for your faith die.
Okay, and D6. Okay, here we go. Whoa. Okay, on the D6, I got a 3. Oh, man. Oh, is that a... Yeah, it is. So on the D8, I got a 1.
Okay.
And
I got some good news for you on that.
D12, I got a 12.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay. Ooh. So this is going to come into play. This is where you could... you have a couple of decisions here. Okay. So you rolled a 1. This is one of those places where you can earn more faith dice.
Okay.
One of the things that I specifically asked Cam Banks when he was designing this game is to make failing fun.
Okay.
And so you rolled a 1. It is currently a 1. You have a choice. If you would like to gain a faith die back to use for later and just keep the 1, I would gain a danger die. The second choice is you could immediately spend that faith die that you would gain and re-roll your 1. And but I still get a danger die.
So you get one regardless.
Yeah, there's a consequence.
Or just stick with your 1.
Or just stick with your 1.
I'll probably re-roll.
Okay.
So I'm re-rolling the
fine.
1.
Okay.
All the other ones are good, I'm assuming. Well,
yep.
As good as possible. Oh, what the hell! I got another 1.
You could do it again.
It stacks.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay.
Come on. Mama needs a new staff. Yes, I got a 3.
Well, that's better than a 1. All right. So,
yes.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your total?
Just as she freezes.
So, it was a 12, a 3, and a 3, if I recall.
I think so.
Sounds good enough.
That's pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, she'll come back when she does. Where is my thing? There's Skeletor. And he will be flashy.
There she is. That was an 18, right?
Oh, she was just tempting you there.
All right. Longest answer ever.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Skeletor is going to defend. Oh yeah. I will go ahead and defend using 2 different aspects, which means I'm spending the 2 demon die or the 2 danger dice you just gave me.
Can you? Oh, and I can't even connect this to.
Well, okay then.
That's what the portal effect looked like right there. That's how we all got over here in the first place.
This to anything.
And she's gone again.
All right.
On the plus side, I found her a staff.
All right.
Good job.
Actually got this from an Alice Cooper concert.
All right. Well, I guess let's see. It's a good idea though. And I don't think he's expecting it. I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's expecting it.
No, because he's not expecting her to be able to leave the castle.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what, WTF?
What? All right, so I'm not going to invoke any aspects because he has no idea that she's there. And that is a 7. He is paralyzed. The Talon fighter kind of lists a little bit and then just kind of hovers there.
All right, Sorceress, who's up next?
Oh, wait. There she is. Okay,
Okay,
so
we're good. My internet is fixed now.
very good. Okay,
Yay.
so you got an 18. Skeletor rolled a 7.
Okay.
And so the Talon fighter lists a little bit, but it hovers in the air. And Skeletor, well, he doesn't seem to be moving.
Awesome. Okay. This is good.
Success with style.
Yeah. So
Can
with
we-
with the successful style, that means you also gain a boost. And so what that means is that Teela Na, you gain a temporary aspect that will go away after you use. So you gain some kind of boost. You know, it could be confidence. It could be powered up. It could be, you know, whatever you want it to be, because you had this success and you succeeded so well. It could be. It's something only you can use.
Okay.
So you get that with a free dice 6 on it.
Wow. Cool.
So what do you want to call that?
Can I get an extra boost of confidence?
Yeah. You're feeling confident. This is the first time you've had to do some butt kicking outside of Castle Grayskull, so this is feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
So you got confidence with a D6 on it.
Awesome.
And the next time you roll, you can use that. Use your confidence. That's awesome. And
That's
Okay,
Barry
last
Buzzoff right
now.
there.
if you do use it, it does go away.
Okay. Okay.
Now you get to choose who goes next.
Let's go with. We haven't heard from. Oh boy, Trishy.
Mossman, Teela, or the
Teela.
bad guys?
We didn't hear from Teela yet.
Okay. So is the sorceress going to take me into the fortress, or are we just still standing outside?
You're still there. She just quickly, like, she saw the situation, she quickly responded.
Okay.
But you haven't started towards the tower yet.
We haven't started towards the tower yet. All right. I guess I start running towards the tower, like, I don't know, just instinctively, because Teela's the captain of the guard, and that's just what she does. Is like,
Yeah.
okay, there's things that I gotta do, and she just starts booking it,
Yeah.
mostly so
sounds
that they
good.
could have gratuitous Teela running on the screen,
Yeah. Yeah. So due to the distance, that's about the only thing you can do at the moment.
Yeah.
And so just choose who goes next. You at the end of your turn, you will be within action distance of the tower, of Beastman and Triclops. Okay. So, next round you'll be able to do more. So.
All right. And let's see here. All 3 of the villains have already gone. So
No,
I
they
guess
have not.
They have not.
They have not.
Okay. Who's
So the villains have not gone yet.
Okay, the villains haven't gone.
Choose
so
them, because otherwise it's just Mossman.
Right. Right. So, okay. I guess we're gonna probably have to deal with Beastman and.
I'm planning on making life very difficult for Beastman on my turn, so you just go ahead and do what you want, though.
Okay.
I got all the time in the world. I've been around for a while, so it's all good.
Then we'll just deal with Beastman and Triclops, their reactions to.
Okay.
What's going on with Manny Faces here?
That's right. Okay. Well, Beastman Triclops turns his eye towards, and it's kind of an anger eye. He's like, "Hey, what do you mean?" And Beastman says, "You're not the real Triclops." And
Why, yes, I am.
he will attack Triclops with his whip.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because Beastman has a whip.
Good job, get him, buddy.
And he gets a +2, and that is a 14.
And then they wonder why so many of us grew up
Triclops.
to attend some of those after-hours convention panels.
Triclops is going to defend with his green sword with a 7. And Beastman grabs a hold of his arm, and so Triclops' arm is now quote unquote grabbed. That is a condition he has now grabbed. And they are like back and forth, like rah, rah, rah. Triclops is going to pull Beastman in and punch him.
Okay.
Yeah. And now Beastman has the condition of a black eye.
And that is a 14 for Triclops, and Beastman is going to defend. Oh, terribly. Not well at
Because-
all.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one picturing this played out in the cartoon?
Oh, I'm absolutely watching everything in the cartoon right now.
Well, he still gets a 13, oddly enough. So Triclops still like hits him, and there's like little birdies. And Skeletor is going to try and break this spell, as he was not expecting to be paralyzed. So he will forcefully use his evil sorcery. And I guess I'm gonna burn one of my demon or my. I'm never gonna get this right. My danger dice. I really could call it demon dice. They have demons in the Eternia.
Danger, high voltage.
Yeah. I will invoke Master of Evil Sorcery. And let's see here. That's a 13. 17, which is not an 18.
Did you do that in your head?
So close.
He does it. Does he have anything else? Oh, nope. He fails. Okay. Bad round for the bad guys. All right, Mossman, you may go.
Well, so here's the thing. Not a lot of people know this. Well, some people know this. I know this. Is that every time Mossman's been made as a toy, he was just a repaint of Beastman. And so that gives me a certain amount of insight into his character and who he is, what makes him tick that not a lot of other people would have, which is a very clever thing, I think, for me to do and take advantage of. So I would like to cleverly exercise some plant control because I am, of course, the ancient god of nature. So I would like to take advantage of the those field of grass that we happen to have about us, that scene aspect. And I would like to cleverly control that grass to make it just blossom and bloof into a big old poof of pollen and all of that stuff so that it will erupt Beastman's latent hay fever that not a lot of people know that he has.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm not going for a full-on anaphylactic shock, though. If that were to happen, it would be okay. But I am hoping for at least some hives and general swelling and itchiness, and maybe a little bit of a tickle, little catch in the back of his throat, which will be problematic for him.
Okay, so there are two ways you can do this.
Yep.
One, you can attack him.
I want to use a stunt.
Oh, you want to use a stun?
Yeah, because if I cleverly create an advantage by controlling plant life, I get a +2.
Yeah, because that was the other idea, was that you could create this as an advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's do that.
So I need to roll a clever, which is a D10, and a plant control, which is a D12. And do I roll anything else? I'm using the thingy. I'm using the grass itself, so that's a 6, right?
Yep.
If you want to invoke that, you can spend one of your faith dice to invoke field of
grass. So I need to use a faith die if I use a scene aspect as well, then, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? It'd be fun. Let's see what happens.
And then you get your +2.
Good. Well, that's good. Ooh, I like that. That's going to be a 6, 8. It's a 20.
Whoa. All right.
I like that one a lot.
Okay.
His
Uh,
tongue's swelling now.
the field of grass. I think we should modify this aspect now. And what do you want to call this?
I mean, let's see.
Bloom.
You mean the grass, the field grass?
You have created an aspect. We can replace the field of grass with this event that you have made.
Mm.
What do you want to call the state of the situation?
Anaphylactically shocking. That's too many syllables.
Florabunda.
What was that?
Florabundance.
I like that. Florabundance. That's good. I like that a lot.
That's absolutely cheesy and pun
I
worthy.
love it. I love that. Florabundance.
Okay. And I'm
Heck, I would have given you one of my faith die just for what you just did there. If I could do that or not, that was good.
Oh, Narc came up with one that might be slightly better. Floorgasm.
I'm good with both. I'm good with both.
I'll put I'm gonna put, let's see here, in parentheses, floorgasm. And then whoever wants to invoke this here aspect may choose which side of this particular aspect they want to invoke. There are
God,
three.
the accent is contagious.
There are 3 guys.
I'm not gonna lie. I went through several different options from Moss Man and decided to just go with a little bit of redneck.
Okay.
Now in the 2002 cartoon, I want to say he had like a John Wayne type aspect.
It's possible we might lapse into that. I get lazy at night.
Yeah,
So.
that's fine. Okay,
I know
so
Stratos was Connery.
yeah, Stratos was Sean Connery for sure. All right, so normally a success with style creates 2 dice on a particular aspect that you've created. You got 3.
Oh, cool!
Because it was such a huge roll.
Wow.
So, can everybody still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. I touched something on here and it said something about mute, and I was like, oh crap. Stop touching your headphones. Okay. Yeah, there is a the grass has grown and pollinated, and there's a cloud, and it's yeah, we've got some stuff going on there. All right, it is a new round. Who would you like to go first? It could be you if you'd like.
Well, see, that was all my creativity for now, so I'm going to pass it on to someone else. I actually would like to see how Beastman reacts to that.
Okay. All right. Well, because you didn't attack him, it's just a thing in the scene. I'm not sure how to have him react to it. Someone needs to.
It's more that he's being affected by it, so
Gotcha,
someone else
gotcha.
would get a boost using it
Well, in
against
that
him.
case, let's throw it back over to the Sorceress then.
All right.
Just in case she loses her connection, I want to make sure we get that over with.
No, good. I fixed it now. Well, so I'm wondering if I'm thinking that like a transformation needs to happen. I feel like I need to get to the tower as quickly as possible while Skeletor is currently paralyzed. I maybe I want to have a conversation with Teela and see, since she has an idea of coming with me to the tower.
She's already took off.
Yeah, I'm like,
well, bye, girl. Shit. So I'm gonna
see you later, old lady.
You're literally the sorcerer. You can do just about anything.
I'm gonna well, I feel like I move in human form slower than everyone else. So I'm probably gonna turn into Zor and soar over to the tower as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I'm gonna hawk it up.
All right. So you change into Zoar and fly to the tower.
Okay.
What?
Now, do I see any other enemies on the way? Possibly? No.
Not specifically, no.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have to attack somebody with my beak.
Right. But you've got plenty of things going on below if you wanted to do that, or you could try and gain entrance to Point Dread.
I think my fellow comrades have an eye on what's going on right now, so I'm gonna. The whole premise is to try and gain access. So I'm gonna caw over to the tower and soar in.
Zoar in.
Zor. Zor in. Oh wait, I'm a bird now.
I was
From the other side, she pulls up mascot hat.
Yeah, where's my bird helmet?
I have a Thor helm somewhere around here.
Nice.
Okay, well then, who would you like to go next?
Let's we haven't heard from Hugo. We haven't heard from Buzz Off. So let's bring him in and see what damage he can do.
Okay. So following after dropping many faces, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly as fast as I can towards the Skeletor, and I'm gonna start flying around the Talon, just trying to create like some sort of turbulence.
Okay.
Okay, to
Nice.
try and keep from actually flying away. Now, I'm gonna use one of my aspects. I am an expert high-speed flyer, so it shouldn't be much trouble for me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to do this as like a create an advantage, or what's your thought?
Yeah, I was thinking of creating some sort of a condition against whatever he tries to do.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could probably put it as an advantage against any attacks against Skeletor. I would probably put it that way.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm using one of my dice. Okay.
Yep.
So that's really good. 13, 16.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that's a success, not a success with style. But you can. What do we want to call this? Like.
We'd probably call it. How would we say it? It's turbulence.
Like buzzing turbulence.
Yeah. I'll probably go with that. Yep.
That's a BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right. Well, we got 4 dice on the board now. That's great.
Awesome.
So Buzz Off's up there going.
Don't ever get me into an RPG where there's shape, because all of the puns go everywhere.
Yes.
Today I will take your puns. Today.
All right. So you have created this buzzing turbulence that can be used against Skeletor and the Talon Fighter.
Okay, and let's see what happens with. Let's go with Teela. So,
all right,
Teela.
I'm running towards the thing. So, yeah, right. And I'm kind of like, okay, now that as I'm running, I'm going, how in the heck am I going to get in here? I'm not allowed in the fortress, I mean, only the sorceress can go in. And so I'm just kind of stopping at the door going, now what? And kind of assessing the situation. And I guess because of the inherited ability, I just kind of instinctively know that I can possibly open the door. I don't know how this works with if there's any sort of thing she has to do, or if she can just actually open the door, or if there is a door. Is there a door?
There is a door.
Okay.
There's a door.
It's behind Triclops. Well, one of the Triclopses, the ones that has a
Oh,
whip around
okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
The one that
So I
isn't
have-
obviously not
so I have-
Triclops.
So I have to go through the two idiots wrestling in front of the door. Okay. All right. So I guess I run up to both of them, and as I run it towards all of that crazy, I just kind of grab my staff and just whack them both out of the way.
All right. Well, that's called an attack.
Okay. So let's see here. I need.
So by both, Beastman and Triclops, or both Triclopses?
No, Beastman and Triclops.
Okay.
Like,
do I have to defend against this?
No, these two are in the middle of a fight, and I'm just like
I mean, it would really sell my role, but
I'm just knocking both of them out of the way, and so let's see here. That would be. Oh, give me that thing. Okay, so D12 for the fighter, and I'm just gonna go D8 because actually no, D12 because it's quick. D12 is quick. D12 fighter. So.
All right. Do you want to use any of the free dice, like the floor abundance or floorgasm? You want to cause that? You could use a die off of that.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the use a floor abundance dice, because we're gonna go ahead and as I'm whirling my staff around, I'm just kind of kicking that pollen up and just like shoving it up his face even more.
Nice.
Like getting that pollen right into their eyeballs.
All right.
You know?
Oh, good.
So, all right, where the heck are my D12? It's getting dark in this room, so like all my sunlight went away.
So you got 2 die 12 and a die 6.
Okay, 2 die 12 and 1 die 6. So die 6 and 12, and where's my other 12? Get over here. That's a 20. I don't want that one. Go away. There we go. Okay. All right. So that is a 17 with on the 12s plus 4. So yeah, 21.
Okay. Let's see. Where is it? Oh yeah. So that. Okay. Oof. Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So you knock Triclops' visor like cockeyed, and he's like completely blind at this point now, so he has a moderate condition, blinded right now, and then Beastman, you clock him in the face with, and then he sniffs all this pollen and turns around and starts coughing and sneezing and but he's no longer.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, so he is feeling the burn in his face of your
tongue is
your
swelling, attack. Things like that.
Yeah, it's not good. All right.
You know, it's amazing he isn't allergic to his own dander at this point.
That's right. All right. So, whose turn do you want to go next?
All right.
I think it's just me and Chris left and the bad guys.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and go with Manny Faces since he's in the middle of all this and dealing with Unless we should deal with the bad guys and what their reaction to all of this is.
Either way.
Or do you want to let's go ahead with Manny faces, because then he can take advantage of them being like discombobulated.
All right.
Good.
So I am going to whip out my energy blaster and just point blank on the staggering Triclops and take him out.
Okay.
So let's see. Bardic Warrior. Let's call this he can't see what I'm doing. It's a sneaky move.
You can. So he has a condition. You get a free dice 6 if you want to use that against him.
Cool.
He's blinded.
Let's do it. You said a free one?
Yeah.
Awesome. 21.
Okay, you take him out. He is
All right.
He is unconscious. Terribly.
And I turn to Beastman and say, "Good job, buddy." We did it.
Yes, he's over there. Twitching and gasping for air.
Yeah. So you're gonna have them go next?
Oh, the bad guys, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see here. I'm just gonna burn 2 danger dice.
Ooh.
And Skeletor is going to snap out of it and steal himself. And
Hang on. The Sorceress has turned into a 56K modem.
wow,
It's real bad.
okay.
Can you mute her?
I can. I can't.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Okay. When you come back, I will unmute you. Okay. So Skeletor tries to break out of this thing and take the Talon Fighter and head away. Buzz off, I'm going to allow you to make an attack.
Okay.
As he's doing this, and you can use the die of the buzzing turbulence.
Got it. So in this case, I'll just start shooting stingers at him just to see if I can just to get him to land.
Sure.
So let's see how it goes. And
use the die of the buzzing turbulence.
Yep. What the heck? I'm also going to use another fate die because I'm armed with stingers. So
yes, you are.
And I get a okay, so it's gonna be a very fast attack. So I get a +4. So let's see how it goes. I think those are a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 21.
Oh yeah, that's real good. Okay, so he's gonna try and steal this away. So let's see here. So that is a forceful, cheating and escaping. Using cunning tactician and no, can't do that. Yeah, okay, and he gets a +2 on this one. And if he can outcome surge this. Let's see here. So that. And goodbye, Abby again. Okay, math. 10.
It's
Oh, no,
just
that's
like the sorceress. She passes out at least once an episode.
Thanks, I heard you.
It's funny because it's true.
Telepathy, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Buzz Off, you got what was your number again?
21.
21. Okay. Skeletor. Oh, he just. Okay. Skeletor gets a 21, and he will outcome surge it to make a success with style, because tying is technically. Well, actually, no. Tying is a tie, so he will outcome surge it to be a success, and he will wrest this thing away, and fly off. And so he says, "Later, suckers!" And he says, "Deal with them, you fools!" And he takes off like it's fast. You've never seen anything fly that fast,
Except for me.
except for you. Beastman is in all kinds of sorts. I think what he's going to do is summon a beast. And
He would
so,
do that in his state.
well, that's a good question.
I mean, he's practically anaphylactic at this point.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's control it. Oops. Controlling
I don't
beast.
even know if they've created an EpiPen for him yet.
Probably not so much. I am going to say that this is an opposition 15 for him because he is in a bad way.
Okay.
Let's see here. Yeah. And he gets a 16. All right, so that's going to be enough. And he summons Scorpio. And out of the ground is this massive, huge scorpion with a wolf face. I don't know. I didn't make it up. Here, let me see if I can bring up the. There we go. Scorpio.
That's unfortunate.
All right, let me show you.
Can you even
No, it's good. I don't really want to see it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that thing.
Oh yeah,
that thing.
Scorpio. Oh
With
yeah,
the,
that thing
it's
is
like the saber tooth.
the pincer. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
Okay.
Like a prehistoric schizophrenic saber toothed were scorpion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Scorpio.
so that's what that looks like.
Okay.
And yeah, let's see here. So Scorpio is going to make an attack. I'll just leave that up because he's so weird. Oh, except that I can't because I need my stats. So I guess I have to put that over here.
Screenshot.
Alrighty.
All right, who has an eidetic memory?
Okay, so Scorpio is going to attack Manny Faces and Teela.
No.
Would he have commanded it to attack Manny Faces? Because he still thinks it's Triclops.
He would have said attack the enemies, and Scorpio has no idea who that is. So Triclops is down. You're not. So he's
Oh,
gonna
no.
go for it. All right. So let's see here. So that's a. Oops. That's Eternia.
What was that laugh?
Gratuitous world shot.
What was that laugh?
Wait, what is going on with my screens here?
Yeah, I think that's a fail right there. Scorpio didn't show up, so I'll just go next.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so let's see here. 10. Oh, that's a 10. I need to do a 10. And all right. Teela, defend, and Manny faces. Oof. You can defend as well.
All right.
That's better. You get a demon die.
All right.
A
Oh,
danger
God,
die. What is happening?
What is that? Oh my God. Oh, that's Abby.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a demon die. I saw that danger die.
I got a 19.
Okay. And I'm gonna go boom boom and
One's better.
okay, we are going to go. All right, that's gonna be a 17.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Because he got a 20 on his roll, and
Damn
so
it.
you are
Damn.
both grabbed. You could spend another danger die to not be grabbed if you want, but it's just a minor condition.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Teela's usually grabbed at least once an episode.
Yeah.
But He-Man is off-world, so this might suck for you.
She usually just stands there like this.
Yeah.
It was like watch the cartoon right there. That was well done.
Okay.
Need a golden crown now.
Right?
You
Do
so
I
you
have
are
one?
grabbed by Scorpio, and
Can I call HR on him?
and Scorpio goes and with tail, and it is then Mossman's turn.
Well, I really just want to lay out Beastman right now and just kind of get him off the table, so to speak. So I think I'd like to forcefully use some melee combat. But as I swing my mace through the air upside his head, I would like to also first dip it in the pollen nearby so I can get myself another one of them D6s. And then I want to just come up and kind of like swing for the fences, as it were. I guess technically I've got ape-like agility and strength, so does that mean I could throw another 6 in there if I use that aspect?
You could, yes.
Oh, but then I give you a 6, don't I?
No, you just use one of your faith dice.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Glad I used that thing. Good Lord.
If you roll a 1 on a faith die, by the way, it is not spent.
Cool. I did not roll any 1s. I just tried to get close. I get a 14.
Okay. And then Beastman is going to terribly defend again because he has no. Oh my God! You knock him out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's terrible.
Beastman's
right.
gone.
I'm gonna pull out a kombucha and crack it open and then just start drinking.
Oh my god.
I'll make it
that's
myself.
Okay. Who hasn't gone this round? Is it Buzz off?
That was everybody.
That was
No, it's
everybody.
everyone.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So new round. The only bad guy in play right now is Scorpio. Who goes first?
Mossman decides.
Is Skeletor still
I'm a
in?
little concerned. I don't know what he's gonna do to y'all. So let's find out. Scorpio goes first.
Holy shit!
Gain of faith die. That was good. I appreciate that.
Oh no!
Okay.
Wow!
Scorpio is going to use his stunt Stinger Venom. He gets a +2 when attacking a grabbed opponent with its yeah, so we're going to do that. But it's not going to be quite as much of a. I must have done that on purpose. All right, so that and +2, and I'll use a giant wolf-headed scorpion danger die. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. That is a 23.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man.
And let's evens its Teela, odds its many faces. He's just making one attack. Odds.
Damn it.
Oh no! Darn it.
Okay.
23 you have to defend against.
This is the defense. Okay. Well, I'm going to switch into monster mode to up my dice roll here. I'm going to forcefully Bardic Warrior this thing.
So what did that just do to Manny Faces? What was the effect there?
It changes my stats, what my die rolls are for different approaches.
Okay.
And so like my forceful is now a D12.
No, I meant getting attacked by Scorpio.
Hasn't happened yet. I'm defending.
Oh, gotcha.
And I call it Master of Many Faces. As I'm switching to a better one. Oh my god, okay. Well, that was a 1 on approach and discipline.
Yes.
No.
So can I re-roll those?
Of course you can.
All right, enjoy your dice. Jesus. Okay.
I want more dice. You can always do that.
Yeah, I'll take a danger die too, but since I'm a monster, those are D8s.
All right.
And that was a 4, so 21.
Okay.
And you had
Well,
23?
23.
Shoot.
I've already given you 3. You're not getting any more out of me.
Okay, fair enough. You take a mild condition paralyzed, and you cannot move until it is cleared.
All right.
Ooh. Is it okay with everybody if I go next?
Go ahead.
You've already gone this round. Or was that last round? That was last round.
I've got to clean up last 2 times.
Yeah, I think you need to clean up this goddamn mess.
Yeah, I feel a little bit responsible for that one, or at least more so than I'd like to.
You
So
were
we're
kind
gonna-
of the one that aggravated all of them. Thank you very
Well,
much.
I didn't aggravate. I was
Yeah,
just
you
curious.
kind of did.
I was curious.
Anaphylaxis.
Curiosity is not always a good thing.
Orgasms.
So I would like to take advantage of my Lord of the Green and being in the wooded area and all that fun stuff to cleverly use some plant control to make some sort of an antidote to the poison that is currently coursing through Manny Face's body. So I'm gonna roll that one off now.
That is a create an advantage roll, and
Yep.
that should be easy for you.
It's gonna be good. Damn. Shouldn't have rolled that die. one too many die in there. That was a mistake. 10, 18, 22. Woo!
Well,
Nice.
you have there are now 3 doses because you are knocking them out of the park.
I'm just gonna use that combo for everything now.
It's a anti-paralysis, paralysis antidote. And there are 3 of those.
It's walkie juice. That's what it is.
It's walkie juice. Yep.
Better than Wookie juice.
Ugh.
It is, yeah.
Ew. Yeah, no thanks.
Let's see here, and I got 2 there. Okay, so my FYI, my current danger pool is 7. So I have 7 dice right now. FYI.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So, yeah, you have created some great paralysis antidote stuff, and it is there. It is available. Who goes next?
Is Manny Faces gone yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or no,
Well, no, you just defended yourself.
no, that was a defense.
Yes.
That's
you
right.
You can't.
But I can't do
you can't
anything.
apply it to yourself. And is anyone else here with us? Is it just
Oh, buzz off.
No, that's me. I'm Grab too.
Teela and Buzz offer.
Yeah, and I'm soaring overhead, so I mean I can always change course.
Odds evens on Buzz Off and Teela then. Buzz Off, you're up next.
Okay, got it. So, so we still have 1 die from the floorgasm, and
That's right.
and I'm assuming. Okay, so if this is also sort of a beastman creature, I'm assuming it also has the same allergies. So I'm just gonna fly down, just turn back and start like moving my wings as fast as I can, just to try and get the pollen out. So let's
Okay.
see.
Can Buzz
You
off
wanna-
sting it?
You want to attack him with the pollen, essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's good. Okay.
Okay, so let me see, and okay, I'll take it as
He starts sneezing, and his claws seize and snaps us both in half.
Where did you
Okay, so that's okay, 12, 17.
Ooh, all right. Goodness, what can he defend with that? He defends with Scorpio, and crap, I have grabbing or stinging and biting. None of those is going to help. So a D6 it is, and that is a 9. So you got a how much?
17.
17. Okay, so 1, 2. Math 9, 17. Yeah, 2. Okay, so you've encrusted his eyes, and the nostrils are all kind of caked, and it's like shaking its head, and it has it's released one of them. Let's do that. Odds, it's Manny. Evens, it's Teela. Evens.
All right, Teela.
Okay.
Back in the game.
So Teela is released.
Mm-hmm. So I pass the turn to Teela.
All right.
All right.
Just in time.
Okay, so Sorceress is flying around up ahead, or around and around. I'm still in the middle of all this.
There's movement juice over here. Use that on the petrified one.
Oh, there's more movement juice. So he's still like, okay.
Yeah. He's more like,
Oh no!
Oh yeah, because he's all like pinched together.
Yeah.
You got that monster face going on. Yeah. All right, so I am going to go ahead and use the movement, the walkie juice on
very good.
on Manny Faces, so we can get him unstuck.
Okay.
Excellent.
So you only have to beat a 5.
I only have to beat a 5. Okay, and that's my tea. Leave it alone. Okay, off you go, dude. Hold on, get over here. All right, fine. Hang on. The famous Gabe.
Oh, that's Gabe.
You have not seen him, have you, Abby?
No, I have not, but I've heard so much
Yes.
about him.
All right. Off you go. Okay, go. All right.
Bye,
So,
Gabe.
Okay. D12 or D6? Real quick. Since
What's
I'm
up?
flustered here. D12 or D6? For.
You're making a move.
Oh, making
So an
a move.
approach and a
Yeah,
discipline.
whichever one.
And the
Yeah.
the
that's
paralysis
right.
antidote.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go D10 because clever. Where's my 10? Okay, there's that. And you know what? I am gonna also do another D10 because ancient history.
And can you explain to
that's
me
a
how
7.
how that works?
Basically ancient history, her knowledge of her knowledge of
That
like,
last time I did this same thing to make him unpetrified, she knows that well.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Like,
Go ahead.
she knows her shit. She's been through all. She's the captain of the Royal Guard. She's got all this stuff going on in here.
All right.
She's got some learning.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
You're a good man, Donnerly.
So, 7.
Don't fade.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Come get him. I got a 7.
You got a 7.
7.
Well, that is enough.
Excellent.
Manny, you have cleared your condition.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Yay.
All right.
Who's next?
Teela, who would you like to go next?
You have no audio.
There we go.
There you go.
Kids. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the sorceress because we need to see what she's doing here for the portrait.
So, like, I'm literally hanging out in the air and no one's
Right.
tagging me in, fam.
Right. Like we're just sitting up there all honked out.
I'm just soaring. I'm circling around because I see what's going on downstairs or down in the ground, and I'm like,
She's flipping us all the bird at this point.
so
That is literally what she's doing.
I'm gonna do some aerial. I'm gonna do some diving / aerial. Like, I'm gonna Zor is gonna nose dive onto Scorpio's head and peck the sugar honey iced tea out of him.
Okay. Wow. That's
I'm a forceful this biznatch.
okay. FYI, Zoar does have missiles too.
FYI, Scorpio's holding Manny faces.
I'm gonna get
Other things.
Oh, I mean, well, missile. I'm gonna launch my. Actually, I'm gonna launch my missiles because I
God damn it.
feel like I'm gonna fast fly down there and I'm gonna launch some of the missiles off of my armor.
With
So I'm
many
gonna do
faces
this.
attached.
I'm gonna do is it forceful aerial combat?
Okay.
2d10s.
Yeah.
But Manny Faces is still pinched.
Yep.
Rawr.
Doesn't seem to bother her.
Nope.
Oh, I thought he was out. God damn it! Okay.
I can just move, but I'm still
going
held.
with it.
I am going to select a certain body part of
There you go.
Scorpio.
Aim for the other
way,
side.
that way I don't hit. Manny. Okay. Looking for my detail. Where you? There you are. That's not you. Okay. Let's see. Got way too many die to count here. All right. Okay, I got a 2 and a 3. That is like nowhere near enough. I got a 2 and a 3.
Okay. Would you like to spend any danger dice on that?
I feel like that would be a great
That seems
idea.
crappy enough that you just let it go.
I feel like I should. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend the danger dice on the 2.
Well, so you just add another d6.
Oh, another d6. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Where is my d? Okay, here we go. Mama needs some new missiles. I got a 4. Yes.
Damn it. Okay, so what is your total now?
So that is that's a 10.
All right. Well, Scorpio is going to defend.
Again, is
with a 14,
what?
sadly, batting away the missile with his free claw.
Oh, good.
Darn it! Oh, I'm gonna toss it over to Manny.
All right.
Since he hasn't gone yet.
Now that I can move again, I'm going to just go to town on this thing and just beat the crap out of it now that I'm mobile.
You could do the He-Man thing and
That's
pick
what I was
this thing
trying to
up
do.
and throw it into the atmosphere or something.
Okay, let's grab those 2. Spend a fate die. 4. And I'll tag I must defeat the monster within, because right now the monster's without. So.
Fair.
All right. 15.
All right. Oh.
Oh, no.
Double ones.
Wonderful.
What happened, Manny? What does that look like?
So yeah, I like it. I pick him up, I fling him into the nearest volcano. Those are all over Eternia.
There happens to be one off to the right.
Oh, God.
All
yeah,
right.
just snap the claw open and
Okay. And there's like a little beeper. You start to hear this now. And on Triclops' belt, there's a thing that's beeping. And whose turn is it actually at this point?
I mean, are we still in combat?
No, we're in a cutscene. All right, so you've finished Zor. You have goodbye. You have perched. You can do whatever, I don't know if you want to stay in Zoar form or not, but bad guys are knocked out.
Okay.
And the next thing that happens is the Talon Fighter returns with a cackling Skeletor. Hanging out of the window is his Havoc staff, and is his, let's see if this will slow you down, you sniveling nincompoop. And he casts a spell, and the ground becomes extremely soft. Let's see here. Where am I? Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, darn. All right. And he says, "Get up, you flea-bitten fur brain! What are you doing laying on the job?" And he casts a spell, and you all begin sinking, except for the Falcon and Buzz Off, because I don't think he's on the ground. But the rest of you begin sinking. Yeah, you are in quicksand. This is you quickly find that you are sinking rather rapidly, and you all need to save against a 16.
Oh.
And what are we rolling to pull that?
This is again approach plus discipline. You are making an overcome roll against the quicksand. You are finding that in 3 rounds, if you can't figure this out, you will not be above ground. Now, actually, we should go a little bit in order. So, Sorceress and Buzz Off. No, let's keep to traditional. Sorceress, you're going to go first, and you just tell we're going to go in the same kind of order that we've been going. The other 3 know what they have to do, but the 2 of you can assist somehow. You could attempt to lift one out. You could, that sort of thing. So, Sorceress, you're up.
Is it possible for me to create a solid placement underneath?
Not in your
all of
present
them?
form.
Oh shoot. Okay, he can't do. So I'm. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have to transform back into the Sorceress.
Okay.
So it's only the one area that's the quicksand, right?
It's like the whole area around Point Dread is like sinking, or is quick. Anything that's like has any weight. Point Dread is fixed. It's not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm wondering if I can
Teela's got something.
transform and levitate.
So you could land on Point Dread.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And just cast a spell from there. So yeah.
Okay.
I was muted because kids,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can. That actually sounds like a really good idea. So I'll land and transform, and then I will cast I will. Let's see here. I will.
And I should say that the Talon fighter then speeds away, saying, "See you at Grayskull, numbskulls."
Oh God.
I gotta get my sheet out because I recorded, I think, somewhere around 33 Skeletor insults.
Can I? So I'm gonna cast levitation on. Let's see here. Let's do Many Faces. Many Faces. I'll cast levitation on him.
Okay.
Cool.
Clever sorcery.
So what this is going to look like is you're going to create an advantage specifically for Many Faces. It's kind of like a boost, essentially,
Okay.
called levitation. And yeah.
I still have my confidence too.
Yes, you do. You have not used that yet.
I have not used it. I am going to. I'm going to use my confidence.
Okay.
That's a D6, and I'm going to approach this cleverly.
Okay.
With sorcery.
That sounds reasonable.
I hear a voice.
Oh, you heard Gabe.
I figured as much. Okay, clever. Okay, so 2d12s and a d6. Okay, so I got a 9, a 12, and a 2.
Okay. I will
Nice.
call that 2
23.
success with style, so 2 dice on there. Jimmy.
Excellent. To use at once, or just I have it available?
You have it available, and you can only
Oh.
use
One
it
at a
one
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hold on, she's back. Okay.
Who's up next?
I think it's probably me. So in this case, I think I'm gonna assist Teela to try and get out of the quicksand.
Yay! Since my mother wouldn't.
Yeah, you're gonna chose me over
I
you.
don't know that
Yes,
No,
you
she
do.
doesn't know she's your daughter.
I don't know that you're my mom. You totally know I'm confused.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know that I know that you.
Yes, but at the same time, you would instinctively help your kid first.
No, I wouldn't.
Apparently
You're a bad mom.
not.
Do you know that birds push their kids out of the nest to show them how to fly?
Do you see me with wings?
That's our life right now, okay? Learn to fly on your own.
All right, Buzz off. What you got?
Okay, so that would be basically an overcome.
Yep.
Okay, so that's a 6.
That's not going to be enough.
No.
Let me go with the danger dice.
Well, hang on. Just FYI,
Uh-huh.
she didn't budge.
Okay.
Don't give him multiple danger dice.
I mean, I'll take it. You probably get there with 2 or 3 of them, but
Or you might roll once.
I know. No. Okay, I'll try it next round.
okay, fair enough. All right, Teela, you take a mild condition stuck.
Okay. And let's see here. Okay.
So buzz off. Who goes next?
Oh, sorry. So okay, let's see if Teela can actually get out.
Okay. So I'm kind of struggling to like get unstuck because that's what she does, and being so close to a magical place that I'm like genetically linked to, and mom like flying overhead that I don't know is my mom, and everything like that, and all of this magical power like swirling around because I have the Staff of Ka also.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then can I like instinctively, subconsciously, like it kicks in telepathy and she just like wills herself up, like wills the ground like to like raise her up?
Let's take
like
a look at this.
like this latent sorceress power goes, yeah.
Not unless you want to invoke your stun.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so
But
it's a
it's
once per
kind
day.
Okay.
All right, so you become infused with the power of the goddess, and you have this strange snake-like shroud, or not shroud, but like a headdress thing that forms around you and over your chest.
Oh, like the Teela in the toy that doesn't match that doesn't match the character in the cartoon at all.
That's right. Turns out that version was called the goddess. It was actually the original sorceress, and but was later retconned as the goddess, and later on Teela becomes her. So yeah, it's a way to try to fit all that in.
Merc in the comments says, "Ground, I ask you to love and support me as my mother has refused to."
Okay.
And give me a soft place to land.
That's right. Okay.
And lift me up. As it happens, like Josh Groban just magically starts playing in the background.
All right, make your roll.
All right, so that will be okay. So clever. I suppose 10. All right, where are you? And would this fall under ancient history or fighter?
Probably fighter.
Yeah, because
yeah,
it's just kind of instinct coming through.
Now, so you get a +1 to all your rolls for the remainder of the scene.
Okay.
And on one roll, you can invoke any aspects in play that you know about for free.
Okay.
And what you know about is the Tower of Point Dread, large rocks, floor abundance, and paralysis antidote.
Okay.
Talon Fighter's gone.
Talon Fighter is gone.
Okay. And the scene is just this turn, or
it's this where you are right now.
No. Okay. Okay. So
it doesn't have to be this one. You may want to save that for later. But
okay, so I'm going to do it quick and fighter because it's just instinct that's kicking in.
Sounds good.
Here and this like latent genetic trait. All right. And these are Mike's dice, so please be good to me. All right. And I have got... That was the wrong dice. That was a 20. I grabbed. Okay. That's 19.
19.
Wow.
Well, you're out of the mud. What does that look like?
I am just like I guess I'm standing on a pillar now of quicksand, and it's just it's just like
a snake-like pillar of sand forms beneath you as it lifts you up, and
I've got my staff there, and it's like heroic pose,
majestically, almost goddess-like.
Mom's over there crying, like, I'm so proud of my baby girl.
Very good. Okay. Who goes next?
Well, I'm still stuck in the quicksand, so I guess I got to go at some point.
Yeah, let's throw Mossman in here because he's the one.
I know it's going to throw everybody off if I do this because it's something new that I haven't done all night long, but
okay.
I think I'd like to cleverly use some plant control. Just to shake things up a little bit. I thought I'd do that. Throw some vines down toward me to pull me out of this here quicksand.
Nice.
Seems the most logical.
Masters of the Universe characters do one thing really well.
I'm not saying I'm a walking trope, but kind of a half-assed druid, and I got to go with what I got.
All walking tropes.
Oh my god!
It's like
it's either that or smell like a pine tree.
Oh god! That one's pretty good. I'll get an 18.
That is enough to.
Will that get me out?
That pulls you out.
There you go.
You have many vines infusing your body and lifting you up, similarly to the to Teela, who is in a snake dress right now.
So poison
like
ivy.
Merc just said that I'm poison ivy.
Yeah. Not quite as pretty though.
No. Well, you need to see me in my Speedo.
That's true. That's true.
It's moss. Spoilers. It's moss.
All right.
It's Eternia. Everyone's wearing a Speedo.
Right.
It's true.
This is one of the reasons why I had to sneak watching He-Man, because my mother thought the characters were too immorally dressed.
Oh,
right. Refused.
Yeah. Okay.
So down to me?
So then it's down to Manny.
All right. I got a levitation from the Sorceress. I'm still feeling real nice and limber from that anti-paralysis antidote, so I'm going to tag one of those.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. That's a 20.
Well, that'd be enough. You,
all right.
Swim out. All right, you all are able to grasp onto Point Dread, and Sorceress is standing on top, and Sorceress, you feel the pull and the power of Point Dread as you land on it. It is as if you are within the walls of Grayskull. You have your full power when you are here. And you just learned that Skeletor is heading to Grayskull. You could teleport everybody to Grayskull.
So we just came all the way over here, and his ass is going back to Grayskull? Are you serious?
That's the way it works.
Sorceress is about to get ghetto right now.
Yeah, but look at your kid. All of a sudden, like, she's like looking at you going, "You're my mom, aren't you?" Like all these memories are like all this knowledge is like hitting my brain.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, remember, because like all you have to do is wipe her memory at the end of the whole episode, and
That's
she's
right.
fine.
Every
Everything goes
single
back to
time.
normal.
My daughter Teela, you will never remember.
You just remember like us fighting and all that stuff. You change your memories of the fight and everything. And,
I make sure you black out so that Many Faces will carry you through the portal because you're just giving away too much information right now.
oh yeah, Skeletor can't see me like this.
Need to handle that. So I'm gonna create a portal and oh shit. We're gonna go back to Grayskull and go after Skeletor.
All right. You summon the power of Point Dread, and you cause it to travel through space and time, and you arrive at the top of Castle Grayskull, where now Point Dread has fastened itself onto one of the turrets, almost as an accessory.
Well, that's interesting.
And you are now there, and you see Skeletor hovering in front of the drawbridge, and he is firing powerful lasers at it, and it seems to be doing some major damage. Below him, you see who we got here? Stinkor, Too Bad, and Whiplash.
Oh wow.
Ooh, that's a really good combo there.
Oh.
And Stinkor seems to be laying back, kind of holding back, while Too Bad and Whiplash are pounding at the drawbridge. Apparently, like unconcerned about the lasers being blasted towards their head.
Not the brightest characters.
Because of course, Skeletor doesn't follow OSHA rules.
Whiplash
at all.
You should see that episode. His little tail whish thing is hilarious.
Oh, it's fantastic. I don't know.
It's like a
I'm
dance
watching
move.
it. You're like,
You can't even see it, but it's so good. Okay. Yes. So you were there. You have invoked the power of Grayskull. You can go. Pretty much anybody could go anywhere in the castle in an instant. And let us start it off. Jimmy, you look like you're about to say something.
Would I be able to get out of monster mode? I need to endure my trouble aspect.
Oh yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
So, what is that? I've never endured a trouble aspect before.
Okay. So you pick an approach and a discipline. You roll them, and you only take the higher result.
Okay. Let's see. 11. That'll do it.
Okay.
It's against a 5.
How did? Because you have a D12.
I got big ol'.
Yeah.
Big dice.
Yep. All right.
Might need to adjust that stunt.
Might need to adjust the difficulty on enduring the aspect.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's not a problem. You're pretty practiced at this, apparently. So let's go with 1, 2, 3. Teela, you will start things off.
all right, and I am back to normal. I'm going to assume since we've changed.
Yes.
All right.
Indeed.
As Skeletor is. So I'm trying to think here what I can do inside the castle or I guess I kind of, like true Teela fashion, she probably just jumped down from the damn turret and like just jump into melee with those two.
Yeah, that does seem very Teela-like.
Like and usually doing a flip, as she's on her way down there and
Yeah, I mean,
landing all superhero kind of.
She falls like, she jumps down about, I don't know, 75 feet, and
then always has to land in that very always has to
just
land
rolls
in
with
that
it,
body position,
Yeah,
with the high heels on.
no problem.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, totally. And just
Merc says death from above. You could probably attack both the bad guys at the door at the same time.
Yeah. Of course, because I've got my staff, just be whirling it on my way down and just knock the crap out of them.
Sounds good.
All right, so using quick and fighter, because flash.
Yeah.
Quick. No, because she just reacts. So quick and fighter, and we've got here. That's gonna be a 20.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Let me get Whiplash here.
Thank you, Mike. God rest your soul.
Okay. You crack Too Bad in both his heads.
Yes.
And
I used to love
seen-
making that toy punch itself.
I know it
Right.
does.
Yeah. You could, like,
The other one.
because if
it
you
was-
pulled one arm, it would punch the other one in the face, and then you could.
But
Why you hit yourself?
oddly enough, so you crack him against both their heads. They aren't phased.
Oh, of course not.
But on the rebound of that hits Whiplash and knocks him straight into the drawbridge, and he kind of doubles back, and he's got some birdies around his head.
That's fine.
And his neck hurts a lot.
And his neck hurts a lot.
Whiplash.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he has marked off a couple of conditions there. FYI, the conditions, let's see here. Yeah, that's 2 conditions. So he has 2 free dice. Let me just mark this off here somewhere. Where are we? Let's do this. Whiplash conditions 2. Okay. So you've got 2 conditions on Whiplash that you could invoke one at a time on a next thing. So yeah, and you've landed deftly where you wanted to land in relation to those 2. Yeah. Who goes next?
All right. We're gonna go with we're gonna go ahead and go with Buzz Off, since he can fly around and.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Got it. Is there any way I can actually use one of the conditions? In this case, from Whiplash, or is those are only for Teela?
No. That's
Those are on Whiplash.
Yeah,
on
those are
Whiplash.
on Whiplash specifically. Treat him like his own aspect. So he's like knocked senseless, or seeing double, or something like that. So you can definitely use those against him.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fly by, just grab him by the tail, start spinning him around, and just
Nice.
and I'm gonna throw him against Too Bad.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, and I get to use one of the dice he has there, right?
You can use both of them because they're 2 separate thing. So
Okay.
yeah, if you want
Okay.
to, you could save one for somebody else. If you
Okay, I'll use one. Let's see.
Okay.
So that's 12, 16.
Okay. All right. So Whiplash will defend terribly. Oh wow. Okay. With a 7.
Oh wow.
And so you grab him and start throwing him around, and I don't see any reason why you couldn't make an attack against Too Bad using Whiplash. And having a free die 6 on that.
Got it. Okay. So there goes the attack
Nice.
against Too Bad.
You can use the other die 6 that Whiplash already
Yeah.
had too.
Let me use it. So, okay, that's gonna be 2 extra die. So we have 15, 20.
that's awesome. Right. So Too Bad is like, hey, what's going on? You shut up. And rolls and gets a double face full of Whiplash. And they are a crumpled heap against the castle, and Whiplash is effectively now a obstacle on Too Bad.
He has become a scene aspect.
I like it.
It is a pile of Whiplash.
Nice.
All right, so these are gone, but now we do have a scene aspect of pile of Whiplash. There's no die 6 on it, but it exists. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and PowerPoint Dread's still there. The rest of these are gone. So that goes up there. Okay. And then, so we have, also, I should set some of the situational aspects here. We have closed jaw bridge. We have, what do we want to call that? There's that strange rickety bridge. Well, I'll just call it rickety. I don't know how you
Isn't
spell
that the
rickety.
bridge over the abyss?
Bridge over
The abyss.
Deep. It's not even a cavern. What do you call that? What is that around Grayskull?
Moat.
The moat?
Chasm?
Moat.
A chasm.
Yeah.
Deep chasm of
I only
the
had
abyss.
Snake Mountain as a kid. I always forget what Castle Grayskull had.
I didn't have any of it. I've just collected the toys since I was an adult. My aunt bought me a She-Ra and my mother flipped her lid.
The new show is pretty good. My kids really like it.
I
Show's
love the
amazing.
new show.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And for the heck of it, we're going to say that there's a lightning storm happening because it's always
Well,
a
yeah,
lightning
'cause
storm.
drama.
at
Yeah.
Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are the things that are there. It's kind of interesting that Too Bad and Whiplash are on the other side of the chasm of the jaw bridge, beaten on it. So whatever they're standing on must not be very deep, because the drawbit's got to come over. And so something to think about. And yeah.
Who's
Who goes
next?
Okay, so let's go with Mossman.
What's Stinkor doing during all this?
Well, now he's kind of perked up, and he's like, "Oh,
I feel like he and I should hang out. So
You're beating my people, you say?
I would like to camouflage myself in a sneaky way to sneak up in a camouflage way on Stinkor, and then jump him.
okay." All right. Well, you have quite a distance to cover, but I'll say by the power of Grayskull, you are able.
Say if
to
I can't
do
get
that.
him this round, that's fine. I'll just move up this round. The next round, I'll jump him. Whatever you want.
Let's call it that. Let's say that you're going to spend your time getting over there and camouflaging and be real. So you want to create an advantage for your camouflage.
Oh, is that what I'm? Okay.
That's what you're going to do this round.
Okay.
With plants, probably, right?
I mean, you got to control what you can control.
The moss that's inside Castle Grayskull?
On the outside.
Oh,
inside, outside.
Outside.
Oh, gee. That's just not even. That's just silly. 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So, what do you want to call that? First off,
these are my special metal dice I got at Gen Con, and I love them.
Those things hurt when you step on them in the middle of the night. I'm going to just say.
So, what are you going to call this?
I'm going to call this. I don't know. I'll come up with something nice on the aspect list. I'll give you a name in just a sec.
Fair enough. You get 3 dice on it. You can fill that in under Lightning Storm if you want.
Oh, I see it right there. Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. Then, and while that's happening, who goes next?
Oh, I'll call this. No, I can't call it Ain't I a Stinkor. That's just cheesy.
Oh, yes, not wave down is
I got that reaction from Jimmy.
He almost got a webcam full of Moscow Mule.
I'm going to call it that because of that reaction now.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good,
What's up,
good
Doc?
job. Okay. All right. Well, who's going next? Is it going to be Stinkor? Is it going to be?
Yeah, let's let Stinkor go.
All right. Well, Stinkor doesn't see you. But he is going to create an advantage. He pulls out, so he's wearing this kind of backpack thing with tanks on it, and he's got like a mask. And he pulls out like a gun and walks forward a bit and starts spraying the area around, and this kind of yellowish green fog begins to like form around the area.
Oh, so he's like my teenager after he's eaten a whole bunch of broccoli.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Oh no, you haven't lived with this kid.
Yeah, but his name is Stinkor.
Yeah, that's what we call him.
And yeah, that's a good one. So now we have a hazard. This is a hazard, but it's also an aspect. So I'm going to put this out here. Stinkor's stench cloud hazard. And by it being a hazard, it has consequences for being in it.
Yeah, you gag a lot.
Yeah.
Don't light a match. Just don't light a match.
So he does that, and then Skeletor is going to blast Grayskull. And he does that, and you are finding that probably in the next few rounds, he's going to be successful in practically disintegrating the drawbridge. So you have that. And so then the sorceress should go next.
Is there? I feel like I should blast him from the drawbridge.
So you're currently up in Point Dread, and Point Dread
Oh,
has some blasting capability.
okay. Let's see. Oh, I feel the need. I don't see anything in here. Okay, so maybe I can use my. So I'm still okay.
What would you like to do?
I would like to. I feel like I don't want to attack Skeletor because I have a feeling Mossman's going to do something to him.
Do you want to use Point Dread to attack Skeletor? Do you want to create an advantage for your friends?
Yeah, I want to create an advantage.
Okay.
So let's see here. Can I do a like a lightning strike or something like that from
There is
the
a lightning
tower?
storm.
And
You could direct it onto the ship and like paralyze it.
yeah, I was thinking of trying to direct it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like short circuit the ship out. I mean, for crying out loud, you and once it gets back to Point Dread, they can repair it.
Yeah.
So one of the things that you could do is you can either attack the Talon Fighter using your sorcery and invoking the aspect Lightning Storm. So you would spend the faith die to do that. Or you could create an advantage by putting some free dice on the Lightning Storm that could be used later by somebody else or by yourself in a successive round. Doing that option has the higher potential for more dice.
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking of. Should I do that from Point Dread, or can I go to Grayskull? Just since that's where everyone else is at right now.
It's attached now. It's part of it.
It's
So
It's all it's all the
you got your
all
power.
one. Okay.
Yeah,
you've got your
I love
power.
what you've done with the architecture, Mom.
Yeah. Hey, you're not supposed to remember. I think I want to hug Teela first because I really feel like Teela needs a hug.
She's down on the ground, so that's a little hard from where you're at.
I'll give her air hugs.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of like 3 heads. So you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do I'm gonna create the advantage for the lightning strike.
Okay. Come on, where's the illustration? Well, okay. While you're doing that, just to give you an idea, the scale's a bit off
Okay.
of that particular vehicle, but Point Dread has fastened itself to Grayskull's turret right here. So this is Point Dread,
Okay.
and then the thing would be on top of it. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
okay. So what are you doing? You're
I
charging
am
it up. So
creating, yeah.
picking an approach, doing your sorcery. Roll some dice.
Okay, so I'm gonna do I am gonna do a careful sorcery.
Okay.
D10 and a D12.
Roll it.
Okay. Okay, that is a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are able to put yeah, 2 dice on there.
Nice.
That is a success with style.
Cool.
All right, so we have a lightning storm with some dice on it. Who would you like to go next?
I
Did my enduring my thing to get rid of the monster, was that a turn?
Yeah.
Okay, then I have gone. So we're back to the top of the round.
Okay.
let's
Good catch.
let Mossman go next.
Well, I went down this road. I think I should just ambush Stinkor. Yeah, that seems the most logical thing to do. So I'm just going to be sneaky again, and I'm just going to pummel him.
I was going to have
Nothing
you
fancy.
make a roll because you're in the stench cloud, but you're immune.
Yeah, I don't care about it. Exactly. That's why I went for him. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that, and I knew I should be the one to do it.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm just gonna use one of them advantage for being all camouflaged, and you'll get. Ooh, that's good. 16, 19.
Damn. Well, let's see here. He's got defending with Stinkor. Maybe defending with. Well, he doesn't know you're there.
Mm-mm.
And projectile stink doesn't affect you.
Nope. Although as I grapple him, I want to try and release as much of my piney fresh essence as possible for the betterment of everyone else, and also just to annoy him so much.
Aggressive farting doesn't affect him.
I'm going to say he's going to use stealth, but he doesn't know it.
Okay.
He's being stealthy because he's trying to hide in the cloud from others. He doesn't know you're there. But some of the cloud maybe fogs up a little bit. And yeah, I think that's all he can do. He fails.
Yeah.
Because it's a D8 and a D10, and he can't get a 19.
Okay.
So, 19, 6, that's 2. Wow. So you wallop him? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
With your club?
Yes, with my 8 black agility and strength in the form of a cudgel.
A cudgel, yep.
Yep.
Well, you smack him good, and he does not look well. Let's see here. Stinkor. Let's see here. Stinkor. What do we call this? Bludgeoned. It's not Stinkor.
Stinko.
And confused. It's very confused. Okay. Those are free invokes for his conditions. He's bludgeoned and confused. And he does not look like he's going to be standing much longer. Who would you like to go next?
Anyone want to?
Why don't we have Buzz Off do it so he can like clear the air?
Works for me.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. So we have, we have some of the stench. Okay, is there a way I can probably just create some sort of like a whirlwind and just get the stench all the way up to Skeletor?
You could. Okay, so the way I can think of, you could overcome. You can make an overcome roll to dissipate.
Okay.
You could use an attack. You would have to invoke the stench cloud.
Okay.
So you'd have to have a faith die to do that with.
Okay, my last one. I think I'll use it. Okay. I'll use it. Okay,
all right.
So I'll use a stench cloud then as an attack against the Skeletor. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay, so it's just I'm gonna quickly start spinning around and just get it up there.
Okay.
Not to be on the DM side, but since it's a hazard, should he like take a condition for doing this?
Oh yeah. Okay. He's going to. I hadn't gotten far enough to be able to talk about this, but well, it's a die 3. So Hugo, you get to choose. Actually, let's see here. Here's what we'll do. You defend against the aspect.
Okay.
And then you can, and if you succeed, you can complete your action.
Got it. Do I get to defend? Do I get to defend with the faith die, or
no.
It's just normal? Okay, got it.
If you, you can't defend using the stink cloud against the stink cloud.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. So, okay, there we go. Let's see. So my defense, it's 7.
Well, that's a tie.
Oh no.
Do you want to give me a danger die?
Give him a danger die.
Yeah, why not? So
make this cool thing happen.
Yeah, that's a 2 with the danger die.
Okay, so you didn't roll a 1, in other words.
No.
Damn it. Okay, so you're going to take your condition after you make your attack.
Okay, got it.
So go ahead.
Okay, there goes the attack. And come on, 9.
9. Okay, so what did you roll? What
I rolled 3, a 4, and a 2.
Well, damn it!
Wow.
Yes.
Really terrible. Well, you sure you don't want to give me some more danger dice?
Ah, man.
Oofta.
What the heck? Let's add some flavor to this. So, okay, I'll give you 1.
Give me 1? All right.
And that's a 5. Okay,
Damn
so
nice.
Not scared at all.
So that's a total of 14.
Well,
Okay.
that is good. Let's bring my danger dice pool up to speed. Okay, so I'm sitting on 10 right now, by the way. Okay, and so you send it up to Skeletor, and he starts hacking. He's like, "Why do I surround myself with fools? Even the robots are smarter than you."
You would think by now he'd get some new employees.
And he's like, "Get out of you, you worthless hunk of fur!" And he turns the Talon Fighter and shoots at Stinkor. Purposefully missing, but
oh my god!
Creating an intimidation. All right.
Man.
He is taking. Skeletor has taken a coughing fit condition, where he cannot take an action until he can overcome that.
Okay.
And Hugo, roll me a D3.
Okay. Oof. And that's a 3.
All right. Let's see here. You also have a coughing fit. So
Okay.
you cannot take an action until the condition is cleared.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, what's causing your coughing fit?
The stink cloud.
Yeah, the stink cloud.
He took one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He was able to hold his breath long enough to get it, to whip all that stuff up there to Skeletor. But
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Many faces. Have you acted yet?
Excellent. I have not in
Okay.
a long time. I was getting bored. All right, so I'm going to run over to the gun on the other turret and start blasting on the Talon Fighter, but I'm going to swap into my robot face.
oh, okay, cool.
So I'm going to cleverly target it. I'm going to tag my, objective robot strategist.
Mhm.
And why did I have another one? What was I going to do? There was a reason. Oh, I was going to, using my logic circuits, time it up with a lightning storm to do it when he's like blinded, so he can't defend against it.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 25.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, you shoot the Talon Fighter out of the air.
All right.
Because
Nice.
Skeletor is coughing and cannot control the machine.
Nice.
And so he can't take an action to actually defend. And so you blast the thing out of the sky and it crashes. Let's see. Roll me a D3, and here are choices. A 1 is it crashes on the side where Stinkor is and Mossman. 2, it crashes into the chasm. 3, it crashes into Grayskull.
All right. All right. That is Stinkor and Mossman.
Okay. So, Point Dread crashes behind Mossman, but not close enough to cause any damage to him. Let's see here. Skeletor is not his turn, so he can't do anything. So he is crashed.
All right.
Well done.
Let's toss it to. Well, she's over there already. Or has Mossman gone this turn? Yes. So let's do Teela.
We don't hear you.
We can't hear you, Teela.
Okay, there we go. All right, so I've still got these two yahoos around me, or are they knocked out completely?
No, they're there. You can see that Too Bad is trying to get Whiplash off of him.
Okay. Can I just kick him into the abyss?
That is the thing you can do.
Okay, so I am going to go ahead and forcefully. Alright. So that's D8 and D12 fighter. So, there you are. Okay. Kick both of them and see in their bundle there, and it's going to be a 17.
Okay. Let's see here. Damn it.
What happened?
Wow, that's kind of messed up.
This is Grayskull!
Finish him.
They're just kind of hanging on a twig, like
Yeah.
way
You-
down there.
You,
no.
you boot them off and they slip and fall. Ah! And you look down and I'm going to spend 3 demon dice to save them.
Oh no!
Because otherwise the FCC will kick us off the air.
And Trapjaw catches them in the collector and takes off towards Snake Mountain.
Wow.
Wow.
To Snake Mountain!
We're like, you hear Trapjaw going, "You guys suck." Maybe we should run this place. I mean, screw you. Okay. Okay, so Teela has basically taken out 2 of my heavy hitters in 1 round.
Well, you did say this was the most broken character.
Wow.
I had
my
such
God.
things I was going to do with Too Bad.
Oh. Yeah.
Not anymore.
It's your dice.
It's all right. That's why this game is hilarious.
Oh, God.
That and these dice have been like my good luck dice for every game since
I
my
needed-
test.
I need to change dice myself because this is getting ridiculous.
So I'm just gonna kind of cut scene the rest of this because it's you've clearly won the day.
There's nothing
okay.
left that can be done.
That's right. Mossman is easily able to secure Stinkor, putting him out of consciousness, and you are able to bring him back as a prisoner, along with. Well, no, you left them there. Never mind.
I'd like to reach into this little pouch in my Speedo and pull out a little air freshener and,
Yes.
and stick it in his, orifice.
gross, but you guys.
That's for the rest of y'all to keep y'all safe.
Just stick it in his Speedo, you mean?
Oh my god.
Skeletor climbs out of his of the Talon Fighter, which the Talon Fighter then disappears and reappears on top of Grayskull.
Dwarfing the castle.
Yeah. And the Talon Fighter is on Grayskull is now undamaged because magic. And Skeletor, now that you can see him, has been wearing this body armor that has two creases in it.
Nice.
And he pulls out and he's like, and now he has one, and he's like, and opens a portal and says, "I'll get you boobs later," and heads back and goes through the portal. And that's everyone. Yeah. All right.
And
so
Man-at-Arms comes marching up with his army to see just in time to be late.
Well, happy birthday, Man-at-Arms. We didn't need you.
Sitting there going, I'm so proud.
Okay.
Destroyed.
So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the resolution. What follows at this point? What happens in your mind?
So I feel like at this point, Skeletor is realizing that he is defeated, and he should
He's run off to sulk.
retreat back to his little hole to go and skulk. And we come back to Grayskull, and we're all tired and sweaty and panty from all of the fighting that we've been doing. I'm actually finally giving Teela a hug, unbeknownst to her, on why she's getting this hug.
Right? And then you're like magically repairing the jaw bridge.
Yeah.
It just kind of goes poof and repairs itself because magic jaw bridge.
Yeah. Buzz off. How about you?
I think we probably just keep on. I mean, we continue with the party. I mean, we pretty much got interrupted. Yeah, I don't know if Many Faces can probably just pull out a clown.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
no, I jump up on the table and regale them with the tale of this battle that we just fought, switching faces, playing every part. It's my one-man show.
All right, we also have to remember that the sorceress is scared to death of clowns. So
Fair enough.
that is literally
you
her
have
fear.
to edit it so that Teela is not included in the I changed into Snake Sorceress Lady.
Yeah.
like no, this didn't happen. Like everybody is like completely protected that.
I really want to go and rewatch the show again. Seriously, like
I tried. I really tried. I couldn't.
Well, we haven't gotten to the best part yet. We haven't gotten to the best part. The best part is now that the adventure is over and you've learned some things. What is today's lesson?
wow.
I think the lesson we learned today is you can't always count on your family to take care of you in a rough spot. You're going to have to learn to stand on your own 2 feet.
Yeah, on your own, biatch.
Today we learned that family can be unreliable. In the moment of need,
No matter how powerful they are.
Man-at-Arms decided to leave.
Yes.
And how little faith your parents can have in you. It's just
What happened to Man-at-Arms?
he just went to go get an army.
I'll be right back.
Because of course he didn't think his kid could handle it.
I left something on the oven. All right. So that's Faith Core and Masters of the Universe. How did it go?
Oh, that was
Great.
I liked it.
I think we need to
Yeah.
massage the character sheets a little bit, but I think it worked out well.
Yeah.
That was definitely a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed that
right.
compared to pandemic during game night.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
cool.
That was fantastic.
It is
Yeah.
really, really
Thanks
cool.
for running
Yeah.
that, Don, and thanks for putting all the characters together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
I've definitely learned a lot. As I expected, the characters were quite overpowered. As I expected they would be. I have a better idea of where they need to go. I don't think they need to be trimmed down too much. I just think there's some tweaks that I can do, really more on the opposition side of things
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's a lot of fun, and I love. To me, I feel like you really get the nostalgia of playing with your He-Man toys. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is what we did at recess
Yeah.
every day. Between second and fourth grade.
Yeah.
There I go, aging myself completely.
No, it's right. Yeah, even my sister was. She loved playing He-Man as well, because girls' toys kind of sucked then.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
had they done She-Ra right,
Yeah.
I would have loved it more. But they made it way too girly.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, the toys were kind of badass compared to the cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, actually, if you go back and watch the pilot for She-Ra, the
Oh, the
original,
pilot's great, except that
Pilot's
I
good.
It was amazing.
Man.
Yeah.
it holds
how
up.
absolutely naive and stupid Adora was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And I
But-
love in the new, that's why I love the new show so much, is because they go
Mhm.
into the backstory of how they managed to brainwash her so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I really love. That and they
And-
made her an actual 16-year-old kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
14 to 16 instead of being 16 and looking like she's 25.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the new show. I was surprised because I was watching the show with my daughter, and she's 7, and we went back and watched the pilot for She-Ra for the original, and I was like, wow, this holds up. This is still
Yeah.
about fascism. And
Yeah.
The voice acting does
Yeah.
not hold up.
no, they
Yes.
yeah.
So for my 40th birthday this year, my parents got me the Mega Constructs Castle Grayskull, which is back here in my display case. 3,200 pieces, and it was so fun to put together.
Oh, that's great.
That is awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That showed up on my doorstep.
That's awesome.
I've been wanting a She-Ra cosplay since I was like, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Doing
Yeah.
the
Or Sorceress.
it's not really a tiara, but that sort of crown thing that she
Yes.
has. Doing
Yeah.
that right is really difficult.
Yeah.
Right.
They totally
Yeah.
did not do it in the toy at all. It's like this
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And it
I
depended on
And the
which
sword.
the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's been, I think there's the show Man at Arms. He's an actual
Mhm.
blacksmith
Yes.
and prop maker, and he made the power sword, and it looks terrible.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, it cuts things, but I've seen better as far as the design goes. But he also made the sword. I'm going to butcher the name. Is it Thundara? The sword of omens.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh
from-
yeah.
And that thing was badass. That thing was awesome. So, and as you can see with the mechanics here, we could easily bring in Thundercats into this
Literally
world,
any 80s property.
Oh my
Pretty
god.
much.
just about.
Good.
Panthro. I want to play Panthro. I want to play Panthro. I want to be Panthro.
I want to be Chitara so badly.
I couldn't.
Oh my gosh,
I
Catherine,
wasn't
you're
allowed
together.
to watch Thundercats. I was allowed to watch Silverhawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thundercats might have had the best.
Hawks.
Might have had the best theme song though. You know.
Oh.
Thundercats are on the loose. Thundercats are.
Okay, so for the parents
Feel the
there,
magic,
that's a
feel the
mashup I've been
roar.
wanting to do for a long time. Is Thundercats and the Wonder Pets.
Yes.
Wonder Pets are on. Wonder
Yes.
Pets are loose.
That's brilliant.
Wait, isn't that just like Paw Patrol then?
Yeah.
Thundercats, we're on our way. Help a baby animal and save the day.
That's
I'm
brilliant.
never gonna get that out of my head now. Thanks.
All right. Well, we are at the end of our show tonight. That is, we're at 3 hours. So thank you all for tuning in. Next week, we will be returning to the land of demon hunters. And
Cool.
Yay.
Yay.
we shall embark again. After that adventure, I intend on returning to Grayskull and the land of Eternia.
Hell yeah.
And possibly even Etheria. And so
Yes.
we should have pretty much any hero. Actually, no, I'm thinking about another idea. But we will have characters from either Etheria or Eternia. And
Eternia,
it
yeah.
can be mix and match.
Nice.
And I think it'll be a lot of fun.
All right.
Cool.
Great.
All right.
So
Well,
excited.
see you next week for Demon Hunters. And
Yay.
Yep.
thanks for watching.
Takes care of folks.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you.